wipeout mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's Simmons to throw. Right side, it's Lee. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, and it'll be interesting to see the passing attack for Missouri this year under Eli Drinkwitz. He's done a pretty good job in recent years of going to the portal and finding his guy. Now, obviously, you lose Bo Perbula. He was only in this offense.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Inside the 30. Smashes through the tackle. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Here's Underwood to throw. Got a man, it's Marshall. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Finds a crease, it's Marshall. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Powers through the defender.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. Turns it upfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the air. It's Underwood. He rifles one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Michigan! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's a give to Hardy. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground and he gets north fast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Simmons unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Escapes the pressure to his right. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing Simmons. Left side is Terry. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Drops back on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. RPO complete. Touchdown Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets.
Number 19, set to advance on the football.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Underwood. In traffic, it's Marshall. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Snags it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for him.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Caught, it's Buchanan. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick give. It's Marshall. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Snags it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Michigan! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Using his feet. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Here's Underwood to throw. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll send the back in motion. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Nine-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Throwing, Underwood. Wide left, it's Marshall. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Good wide open, big play opportunity, hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Making the adjustment. Underwood. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Again, it's Underwood. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. He's past the sticks. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Tigers in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Throws to the wideout. Fires a ball. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now on the move. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Rolls right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
What How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Direct snap. Got enough for the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Tigers spin their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Here's Simmons to throw. They're working that left side. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa, taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Hawkeyes, eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They are on top here in the first half.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Lets it fly. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Using his legs, it's Marshall. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out and the quarterback...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the catch. It's Buchanan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On the move. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Second and long here. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Other scores around the country.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Straight ahead, it's Marshall. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run.
And spread into the end zone. Touchdown Wolverines. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Simmons. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Sets his feet. It's Simmons. Rushes on. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll move the wide receiver. They go play action. Bryce Underwood on target. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Man, and you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football. Almost had the big play.
The give. It's Marshall. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He's changing the play. Underwood in the gun on third down. Out wide right, it's Marsh. Turns it on at midfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Throwing, Underwood. They're all over him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Throwing Simmons. Good timing on the quick out. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They'll give it to Hardy. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Missouri wants to go fast. Defense in press coverage. One more time, it's Hardy. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Got it behind the line. It's Terry. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's Simmons to throw.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Quickly complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And that just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that 1st and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. Got his man. Touchdown, Missouri! A great catch and run for 6. They'll line up to go for 2. Simmons. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Underwood unloads it left. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Drops back, it's Underwood. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. Third down coming. Looking left. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it himself. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Quarterback changing the play. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. He caught it. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Now it's 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Fitted in the window for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Simmons. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
At the 35, he's got room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Speeding down the left side. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to Hardy. And he's brought down after a short gain. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. It's complete to the left. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one.